Good morning. I want to welcome you all to this historic moment. Let me first thank Mayor Brandon Johnson, Cook County Board President, for making this historic moment happen. We not only are celebrating Juneteenth, but we are also celebrating Pride Month. In the midst of all the attacks on the LGBTQ plus community, I want to thank our city and county for showing the LGBTQ plus community that they're loved and they're supported. Behind me for 2 weeks, the Legacy Walk will stand for all citizens of Chicago, the county, and the state to show all of the history makers that have moved our country forward. I also want to thank the person in our community that continues to hold the flame, and that's Victor. Victor is the godfather for me of the LGBT. He is the one that has pulled together all of the history makers at all levels of government, policy, music, theater that our community has been a part of. I also want to thank my colleagues for being here today. I would like to recognize Alderman Will Hall, Alderman Clay, Alderman Bennett, as well as my friends on the county side, Commissioner Trevor, Commissioner Stamps, as well as, thank you, Alderman Haddon as well for being with us. If you could please help me in recognizing the person that has brought us here today, and that is Victor. Victor, please come on up.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the next home, the 55th installation of the Legacy Wall, which is the cousin of the Legacy Walk, which is the outdoor museum on Halsted Street, and both of them are linked together by the Legacy Project Education Initiative, which is the foundation for the state of Illinois' LGBTQ inclusive public school curriculum. I can't thank enough Alderman Robinson, who downplayed his role in bringing together the partners that made this happen, and especially Mayor Brandon Johnson and President Tony Preckwinkle for bringing together the funding to make this possible. The wall stands as a symbol. It has been, because LGBTQ identities have been redacted from the historic record, people like myself grew up without ever knowing that there was anyone else like myself, let alone that we ever did anything that mattered. The Legacy Project exists to help kids, primarily kids, who are struggling with their sexuality, to understand that there is a historical context for why they exist, and that they are part of an amazing lineage of people who have done things that shape the world that we all share. I'd like to thank my fellow board members who are here to the side, everyone who has come together to support this endeavor. The wall, like you said, will be here for 2 weeks before it resumes its travels. This is, as I mentioned, the 55th installation, and this is the 10th anniversary of the Legacy Wall this year, which debuted in Springfield, and we hope to return it to Springfield in October for its debut. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my fabulous woman, President Tony Preckwinkle.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm grateful to be here with Mayor Johnson and our colleagues from the City Council and Victor Salvo to unveil the Legacy Wall, an extraordinary tribute to LGBTQ plus lives, history, and resilience. I'd especially like to acknowledge from our county side Commissioner Trevor and Commissioner Stamps. And I'm grateful to Alderperson Robinson for acknowledging his colleagues in the City Council. Thank you all for being here today and for your continued support. I also want to thank members of our team who helped bring this exhibit to life. Bilkis Jacobs-L, Director of our Department of Facilities Management, Earl Jackson, Project Management Supervisor for the Department of Facilities and Management, and the entire team at Facilities Management. Cook County is honored to partner with the City of Chicago to unveil this powerful exhibit. The Legacy Wall brings to life the stories of LGBTQ trailblazers, artists, scientists, activists, educators, people whose contributions shape the world we live in, even if the history books left them out. We know that visibility matters, representation matters, and that's exactly what the Legacy Wall provides, a space where LGBTQ stories are remembered and celebrated. From the first brick thrown at Stonewall in New York, to the creation of the Howard Brown Health Centers here in Chicago, the legalization of same-sex marriage in Illinois, progress has always been driven by people who dared to live authentically and fight for justice. The Legacy Wall honors that courage. At a time when LGBT communities are once again being targeted across this country, this installation is more than just a tribute. It's a statement. It says we will not go backward. We will not allow these lives or their legacies to be erased. As president of the Cook County Board, I remain committed to building a community where LGBTQ residents are protected, seen, valued, and celebrated. I encourage everyone who visits the county building this month to stop by this exhibit. Take in these stories, share them, and let them inspire us to continue the work of building a more just, inclusive future. Thank you again to the Legacy Project for bringing this vision to life, and thank you all for carrying the spirit of pride, not just this month, but every month. Thank you. All right, I got a job to do here. I'd like to introduce my colleague from the other side of the building, Mayor Brandon Johnson.
Thank you, President Preckwinkle, and good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you to all of the elected officials that are present here today on both sides of the building. I'm truly honored to be with you all for this historic unveiling. Again, President Preckwinkle, thank you for your honor and your service. Thank you to Alderman Lamont Robinson for your leadership in bringing this into fruition. And to the Legacy Project Executive Director, Victor Salvo, and the entire Legacy Project team. And of course, everyone else whose names may not be mentioned, who made today possible. All of those who have fought for recognition, to be seen, to be respected and loved. Our city is proud. We have a very vibrant LGBTQ+ community who have made incredible contributions in every single corner of our city, helping it to become the great city that it is today. It's important that we celebrate and educate our city and others on their many achievements and their contributions. And that is why the Legacy Wall is so important. It features 125 biographical and photographic elements covering 27 fields of contribution and representing people from 36 different nations. That is more than 4,000 years of the LGBTQ+ history. As a traveling installation, this history has been shared with more than 500,000 residents, visitors, and students across the country. As a former social studies teacher, I know how important it is for our students to learn and understand every aspect of our shared histories. And that is why it is amazing that the Legacy Wall will be a digital link to our schools, LGBTQ+ inclusive public school curriculum. I have no doubt that the Legacy Wall will educate and inspire and uplift all those who experience it. This project not only recognizes the contributions of the past, but it is also a symbol of our dedication to equity, inclusion, and pride. So we celebrate Pride Month. So let us continue to celebrate the amazing history and contributions and achievements of all of those who have helped make our city the greatest, most amazing city in the world. And so please know that my administration and I are proud to be strong allies of our LGBTQ plus community, and that we will continue to work to ensure that everyone can feel safe and secure and welcome in our city. So that is why today I'm also proud to proclaim today officially as the Legacy Project Day in Chicago in recognition of the incredible work done by the Legacy Project. Mr. Salvo, please forward. All right, let's get a picture with everyone. We'll just step back here. Ashley, can you grab this for me?